One of the things I want to do is talk about differences in India compared to America, one of which is the electricity. I sort of knew this from traveling elsewhere in the world that I would be met with plugs that didn't fit standard American plugs. Also interesting was that every outlet has its own switch everywhere I've ever seen. So anyway, knowing that the switch wouldn't, or the plug wouldn't fit, I knew I'd be buying an adapter, something that I got hold of when I was out here. It looks sort of like this. And I thought, well, hey, I'll bring my surge protector out here with me, and then I can plug all of my devices in, and I won't have to buy a bunch of adapters. Well, turns out that India's voltage is almost double what America's is, and thank goodness my Mac adapter can handle all the way up to 240 volts, because otherwise I would be pretty much out of luck for all electrical equipment. Something that most people want to hear about is the food. I'm going to let Vishwa tell you about the lunches I eat every day at work.
Tell me what this, and this is.
This is actually new food. I don't know.
You don't know what it is? Okay.
Yeah, this is chana masala.
Okay.
This is chutney.
Okay.
And this is some sort of curry.
Okay.
This is vegetable.
Uh-huh.
And this is fried rice. This is chapati.
Okay.
This is California orange.
While the food may not look the most appetizing, it is very good, and it is actually not nearly as spicy as I was led to believe it would be. I'm enjoying it very much. Nafis took me to a restaurant that served steak, which was another thing that people told me would be hard to come by out here. It's actually not hard to come by at all, and I was served this delicious double filet mignon steak, medium rare, and it was very delicious, every bit as delicious as in a good steak would be in the United States. This is to contradict the idea that the world is flat. It's a book that came out a little while back saying that in India, there's parts of India that are very much like America. And I guess other than the fact that these buildings have American companies' logos on the sides of them, as soon as you leave the campus, you really realize that you are not in fact in America. And so other than having a small area that maybe would feel like America, the rest just does not. I had to show you guys this. We had a fire drill last week, and once everybody evacuated the building, there was a speaker waiting for us, and here, take a look.
Calcutta and the recent fire in Tata Group, Bombay, 3 people were killed in the basement. Awesome, very example to tell you, fire has no border. And once the fire starts, the critical time is 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, what is going to happen, nobody can tell you. Therefore, my humble request to you is that my phone and hands I request you, the moment you hear the alarm, please come out.
It's pretty well known that cricket is popular here as well as many other places in the world, so I'm not going to spend much time on it. But having never seen cricket up close, it reminds me of if I were to dream about baseball and the dream was all weird and goofy. That's sort of how I associate cricket with a sport. Okay, so my driver took me to see Bangalore Palace. This is not Bangalore Palace, this is actually the Parliament building of the state that I'm living in right now. Gosh, I'm afraid I can't pronounce the name very easily. Very nice building, and then we also drove past the stadium where the cricket games are being held when they are held here in India for the Cricket World Cup. So drove by that. It's pretty nice sized stadium. And then we arrived at Bangalore Palace. This is it. It's a very old building, and you could go in and take a tour. And it really had an audio tour. This place is obviously being set up for a wedding that was going to take place this weekend. The wedding looked like it was going to host more than 300 people, but that's not really what I want to show you. The palace is very beautiful, very well kept, and looked like a castle. It wasn't incredibly huge, but the parts that I wanted to talk about was you were free to walk around this building. There was almost no, you could walk right up to anything you wanted to and touch it, and there was no restrictions on you. Here's an elephant foot seat and an elephant trunk lamp holder or flower pot vase holder. Lots of things like this, again, you could just walk up to and mess around with. I mean, I didn't, but I'm just saying that in a typical American museum, you would be, there'd be ropes up and, you wouldn't be able to get up close to anything. So I thought that was very interesting. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Next week I'm going to show you Mysore Palace, Science Museum, and a couple of other things. So see you then. Thanks.